Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at some Ultra League Premier battles in the Go Battle League, of course, and we're going to be featuring Honchkrow. So I actually didn't just pick this on a whim. I seen a few of you commenting this, specifically one person also asking me to use Wheezing as well. And I actually do have a good Wheezing for the Ultra League if I decided to actually power that up. But we're just going to stick with the Honchkrow for now. Now, the IVs on this are not great. They're not ideal. I do have a shiny that is going to be ranked around. It's currently a Murkrow, but if I do evolve it and all that stuff, it will be ranked around in the Ultra League about 57. And then I have a non-shiny that's going to be ranked around 10 or 12. Yeah, it probably would be a good idea to invest in it, but I decided to just go with this shiny here. We're going to be teaming it up with my good old trusty Typhlosion, which I'm going to honestly tell you guys, it's going to steal the show. You're going to see. And also with the Tangrowth. Tangrowth is just amazing. It's going to be able to cover those fire types if it does have to go up against it with Vine Whip, which is obviously not very effective, but it charges energy so fast for the Rock Slide. Alright, so let's see what we have. The Honchkrow does have to look out for Electric, Fairy, Ice, and Rock, so we'll try to maneuver around those if we do encounter those here. So we're going to be able to take the win with the Typhlosion there. It did kind of just run over the team towards the end there. Alright, so into the next battle, we're going to be met with Kingdra. This is very interesting here. So Honchkrow is very squishy. Just a little heads up, it hits very hard, especially with that Sky Attack, and of course Brave Bird, which is going to do devastating amounts of damage. And you're going to be able to retreat if you are in the lead and potentially need to bail out, because you're going to be lowering your defense, making you even that much more vulnerable and squishy. So we're going to go ahead and get this Brave Bird off here. As you can see, one-shotting that Kingdra. And then we're going to go ahead and retreat here into our Tangrowth, and they're going to be going into the Magnezone. So we're not going to be very effective while they're not very effective right back. We know Magnezone is a kind of squishy Pokemon, but its typings do make it very nice for resistances regarding anything but ground, right? And also weak to fighting. So we're going to be going up against the Venusaur here. Going to go straight for the Rock Slide. Just do as much damage as possible. We know that they have the Magnezone and this Venusaur here, so Typhlosion is going to be able to help us out. And the Honchkrow is what I'm going to throw into this battle here. Right after this Venusaur does take us out, hitting us with the Sludge Bomb, using that energy, very nice. So what we want to do with the Honchkrow is basically have them use up that energy here. That's perfectly fine. We're going to simply go in here with Typhlosion, farm down, and it's a GG from there. Going into that Magnezone, they're going to be swapping immediately here. We're going to go ahead and let this first one go through, expecting that Wild Charge. They did just lower their defense, so we're able to take them out no problem. In comes the Venusaur, and they're going to contest the game there. Good game. Moving it on to our next opponent here. So I'm going to tell you, I enjoyed Honchkrow, and I think I'll use it again. So this lead is one of the worst, obviously, a Shadow Gardevoir. So we're going to be bailing out instantly. Not to the Typhlosion, but into the Tangrowth. And they're going to be going into Surfetch. So Surfetch in the Ultra League is actually going to be pretty awesome. Also in the Great League, I mean, Surfetch is just a fun Pokemon, a good Pokemon in general. So it's going to be putting in work with that counter. We're going to go ahead and shield up this Leaf Blade here. We want to get off one more Power Whip. What we wanted to do is see if they would invest 2 shields into this Surfetch, in which they did, and that is absolutely fantastic for us. So we're going to go ahead and go in here with the Honchkrow and start building up our energy. If it does hit us with a Brave Bird, that's going to suck. And there it's that Brave Bird. I really was like, yeah, that would be my luck here. So there's still a window of opportunity here. Maybe, maybe not. So we're going to be able to get off Solar Beam potentially onto this Swampert. So this is good. At least we're going to be able to take this thing out. Shields are down. We just used our last shield as well. But we still do have to have a few things we need to worry about here. Waiting for them to go in, and they're bringing in the Gardevoir. So unfortunately, see, the thing about Shadow Gardevoir, this is the Ultra League, so it's going to be a little bit more bulky, and it's able to take those hits a little bit better. So we're just going to go down. It's just unfortunate. You can't win them all. They're taking the win there. Had a horrible lead. Into the next battle, we're met with a Shadow Machamp. So this is actually also a pretty bad lead for Honchkrow, a Shadow Machamp. Pretty crazy, right? A flying type does not want to see it because it is going to be part dark. But they're letting it go through. I found that to be very interesting. They must have a master plan here. Let's see what's going to happen. We're trying to get to that Brave Bird. We're actually able to make it. Let's see if they let this go through here. Doing a ton of damage. Look at that Brave Bird damage. This Honchkrow's attack is absolutely amazing. Mixed with that hard-hitting attack, let's get it. So they're going to be going for Ice Beam. We're letting it go through, holding on to 2 shields, and so are they. We're going to be farming it down and going for the Rock Slide. They have a Drifblim in the back, and we still have a Typhlosion. So this is looking pretty good for us. We're going to go ahead and swap instantly into our Typhlosion and start to build up this Blast Burn here. Now, if you've seen my earlier videos when I started to use Typhlosion with Incinerate, I would over-farm and it was costing me battles. I may do it here and there once in a while, but for the most part, we're hitting it on point now. We're not over-farming. We do it from time to time, like I said, but you just need to practice. I've seen a few of you commenting saying that it can be very devastating. Absolutely. Trust me, I know all about that. You know, just kind of practice with it and get that timing down. All right, so this is looking pretty close here. They're obviously going to go for a Shadow Ball. Are we actually going to be able to take this here? Going in with a Tangrowth and Vine Whipping down a Drifblim. Okay, that's a rare sight to see, and let's get it into the next battle here. We're going to be met with a Abomasnow. So this is both good and bad. Just take a look and see. Obviously, the Powder Snow is doing a ton of damage, and I feel like they're going to want to farm a whole lot here, building up to about 2 Weather Balls, I would think. And we're letting this go through. There's no point in shielding this up. They're just going to hit us again. So down goes the Honchkrow. We got a shield out of them, so mission success so far. Swapping into Gyarados. That does have Dragon Breath, unfortunately. And we're going to be going into our Tangrowth. That's going to be able to handle that part flying type Gyarados. And at this point, we're simply going to farm down. A little bit of lag here. Very nice. But it doesn't look like it really affected the battle. You know how it does that. It just accumulates all quick, all at once. Kind of annoying, though, when that does happen. Going back in with an Abomasnow, not wasting any time to go for that Rock Slide because it is going to be super effective, and I didn't want them to get off a Weather Ball, but they had other plans. They wanted to farm us all the way down, but unfortunately for them, we're able to get to another Rock Slide here, and they are down both shields. We're going to go ahead and go in here with Typhlosion, and it's going to be time to start building up that energy. They're going to be swapping into their last Pokemon, and this is just beautiful. We're going to go ahead and go with that Solar Beam on the Typhlosion. I think this is my favorite Ultra League Pokemon. Yeah, Typhlosion. You guys, I love it. You know what I was going to do? I'm going to tell you a little something that I had planned. I wanted to invest in an XL Typhlosion, in which I'm collecting the candies currently with the Cyndaquils that we do have spawning. But what's the rush? It would be fun to use an XL Typhlosion in the Master League for sure, but what if we get the Shadow Typhlosion soon? You know what I mean? Well, that's going to be pretty crazy. So I think I'll hold on to those XLs for a potential Shadow one. That's going to be something. So, spoiler alert, this whole team is going to be weak to fire. So, interesting, right? We had another fighter in the beginning, but the Honchkrow can't even handle that. Well, I mean, we'll see. So we're sacrificing the Tangrowth, unfortunately. I honestly don't think that was the right play. I was trying to potentially catch a power-up punch. But anyways, we're going to be getting off that Blast Burn through to the Empoleon. And let's see how this works out. Shielding this up, farming them down. We do have 2 Blast Burns ready to go. Well, now we do. They have a Togekiss. So, of course, we're going to get a shield out of them. And then this is not going to actually KO. But yeah, I don't think sacrificing the Tangrowth like that for one-shotting it was the correct play. But it happens. Well, so I wasn't wrong. I guess the whole team's not weak to fire because the Togekiss is not necessarily weak to fire, but it is we're gonna resist the charms. So anyways, into the next battle, we're met with a Gengar. Fantastic. They're gonna be swapping into Kingdra, and we're gonna go right into our Tangrowth here and go straight for the Power Whip. We're not gonna go for the Rock Slide right now. More than likely, we're gonna get a shield or not. That's fantastic. So at this point, I do believe we're shielding this up because that was a little long there. That was an outrage, so good call. Very rare do I see an outrage coming out of the Kingdras nowadays. So we're able to farm it down at the expense of a shield, but that's perfectly fine. We're going to be able to throw all this energy at the Gengar here, and it just really simply can't take a hit. Although I would have loved to farm down or do a lot of damage with my quick move with my Honchkrow. That's okay. They do have a Dragonite in the back. In comes Honchkrow. Now what we're doing with the Honchkrow, I know it is the showcase, but we're kind of just burning the shields and having them just putting pressure onto it altogether and having them use their energy here. And then simple as that. We're going to go in with the Typhlosion. And yes, it is going to be resisted by the dragon, the fire moves, but it hits so hard it doesn't matter. They go on to back out. So we're taking the win there. What happened was they just started standing still, and I knew it wasn't lag. They probably just didn't want to back out. So cool. Anyways, into the next battle, and crazy enough, we're met with another Honchkrow, but it does have Peck, so that's going to be quite different. They're swapping into Swampert. We go into our Tangrowth, and that's, yeah, I mean, it's all good. Hey, I don't encourage people to back out instantly like that, but if you feel that you've lost, then go for it. I'm going to tell you straight up, and you all have seen it here. You see all my battles. I've made some crazy comebacks. You've made some crazy comebacks. You never know what could happen. You shouldn't quit that early, unless you don't really care. Anyways, into the next battle here. We are going to be into the battle with the Tangrowth up against the Gramble, and they're going to be swapping into their Lapras. We got a shield out of them when they were in with their Gramble, and we're going to go ahead and go for a Power Whip, and it's doing a ton of damage. After they did let that go through, I kind of was at ease. I was thinking, yeah, this is going to be pretty nice here. Although Honchkrow and Typhlosion don't necessarily want to see Lapras. So we're going to go ahead and go with Typhlosion here and just do as much farming as we can. Obviously, not going to be getting off a Blast Burn. And I'm just crossing my fingers and going to be able to take them out because Incinerate's damage does take a while to register. So we're going to be able to take them out. They're coming in with a Venusaur, and this is looking fantastic. Going for the Blast Burn, taking them out here. In comes the Gramble. And we're going to simply shield this up and go for another Blast Burn here. They do have a shield. Oh, it looks like we're going to be building up to 2 almost. Yeah, that's going to be a good plan, right? Charm is going to be resisted. And getting that last shield, this Blast Burn will take them out. Typhlosion for the win again. So, although Typhlosion is kind of taking the spotlight, Honchkrow was amazing. I'm not going to take away from it whatsoever. It performed great. The thing hits hard. It is very glassy, so make sure you kind of pair it up with something that's, maybe going to be able to take a hit or two. So we're going to be met with a Chestnut. Very interesting. And they're swapping into a Gengar. I'm wondering what they have for their third Pokemon that make them swap into a Gengar with a Honchkrow. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Sky Attack here. There's no need to go for the other one. And I think we're about to see what is going to be in the back. And it is going to be a Muck. And I see what happened here. Basically, this whole team is going to be weak to Honchkrow. Not necessarily in the sense that the Muck is going to be weak to me. It's just not going to be able to hit us with the Sludge Wave fast enough necessary. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and swap into our Tangrowth to just kind of do what we were doing with the Honchkrow in our last battle. Just putting on pressure and getting shields and wearing them down, basically. And getting the path ready for the Typhlosion at the end here with its Incinerates and shields. So they're going to be going for Sludge Wave. Fantastic. And I think I actually want to go back in here with the Honchkrow and go ahead and take this thing out. Or maybe just see what they want to do. All right, getting the last shield. Beautiful. So we're going to actually shield up ourselves. Their quick move isn't doing much damage. We want to preserve that. They're going to be swapping into Chestnut. I knew they were going to be kind of locked in here and what are they going to swap into? The Chestnut? Looks like they are, and they're going to be going down. In comes the Muck here. That thing has some energy, and it looks like they're just going to be backing out there. Good game. Alrighty, moving it into the next one here. How do you guys like Honchkrow? Things put it in work. Let's get it. If you do enjoy my videos, like always, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you the news. So we're going to be matched up against the Empoleon here. Now, I did queue in the Rock Slide, unfortunately, and now I just have to cross my fingers that we get a shield out of them. Please use your shield. All right, let's go. But it's still not looking the best. All right, so they're going to be swapping into their Venusaur here, which both of the Pokemon in the back can handle that, although Honchkrow is going to be taking a lot of damage from the Sludge Bomb, and actually even from the Frenzy Plant, because it's just one of the classiest Pokemon around, but just hits so hard. So what are we going to do here? Do we want to go in and farm with the Typhlosion, or do we want to put in work with the Honchkrow? Looks like we're going to start farming with the Typhlosion here. There's no need to hit a charge move. We're going to farm this thing all the way down. They're baiting us for a Frenzy Plant. Very nice, and they're probably going to get off a Sludge Bomb here, more than likely. Story of my life, and it's another Frenzy Plant. Fantastic. All right, they have one shield. We have one shield. We have 2 Incinerates. Bring it on. So we're going to be going for that instantly. They're going to be entering the battle with their Glade, doing a ton of damage, swapping into our Honchkrow as we're going to be resisting the confusions, and we're going to be just laying down the pressure onto this Empoleon here. We went for a Brave Bird. Now, that was a mistake. I should have went for Sky Attack. So we're going to be instantly going in here with the Typhlosion and going for the Blast Burn, taking them out, and pray that we're going to be able to just take this thing out here. Well, should I say 2 Leaf Blades? I don't think so. But it honestly doesn't matter because they're going to be instantly taken out after that. Shield has been used and the charge move. Good game. Moving it on to the next battle. This is very awesome. A Bravery. This is the first time I've seen one of these in Go Battle League. I'm pretty sure maybe one more other time, but I don't think so. So I didn't know what to expect. I know it has Rock Slide, so obviously we have to shield that up. And they're going to be swapping into Ampharos, and we're going to be going instantly into our Tangrowth here. So that thing the Bravery had a Flying Quick move, and before I realized it, I was thinking to myself, oh crap, they're going to farm me down with the Bravery here. But we're able to actually farm a little bit more, so we're going to actually be able to get off a Rock Slide and put the pressure onto it. More than likely, they're going to come back with the Bravery here. They're coming with the Machamp. So that is some next level strategy. Exactly. So what they were doing there, well, I'm going to take a guess, is they were anticipating me going for a Rock Slide. So they're throwing in their Machamp to absorb the not very effective damage. Nice. So we're going to be going in here with Typhlosion and just doing what we can to survive here. Unfortunately, that Honchkrow is just the glassiest thing around. It does have a decent amount of health, but it's not reliable. It can't take a charge hit. Alright, so Cross Chop doing some nice damage, and they're going to be farming us down. We made it to a Blast Burn, but unfortunately not able to get it off. That Machamp's not Shadow, but it sure is putting in some work right here. I think it's that shiny damage. Alright, so they're going to be instantly swapping. Now here, I'm going to show you something. I don't know 100% if they're ready, but look, I should have farmed them down. I don't know if I could have. I can't say 100%, but if I did, I could have won that. But nonetheless, I could have gone Rock Slide too. Either way, good game. Into the next battle here, we're going to be met with a Swampert. So this is an okay matchup. See, the quick move's not doing much. You can take a Hydro Cannon, but after that, no more. All right, and obviously no Earthquake. The Hydro Cannon's their best bet. They're not going to be going for Sludge Wave. So we're going to be going for, I think, was that a Brave Bird that we just went straight for? Okay, they're shielding it up, of course. And I think we're actually shielding this up. We don't need to worry about the quick move damage. And we're swapping. Wow, nice swap. They were trying to take us out with that Escavalier, and we're going to be making a swap into our Typhlosion, shielding up that Drill Run last shield and taking them out before they can do any more damage. But we are shieldless at this point, but with the Typhlosion with a lot of energy. Let's get to work. They're coming back in here with Swampert, and I'm just going to make them think I'm going Shadow, or Shadow, I mean, a Solar Beam. Getting to another one of these, just, you know, putting on the damage, putting on the pressure. But since I got that first Blast Burn through, what they're going to be able to do now is feel comfortable to farm a little bit extra so that Typhlosion is loaded up. So we're going to go ahead and go in here with our Tangrowth. We're going to be able to actually maybe pull this off, folks. Let's see what we have. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Honchkrow here, get off Sky Attack, and that is going to be game. Let's get it. Honchkrow is pretty good, guys. I'm enjoying it. Pretty fun Pokemon. Just got to be careful. A little squishy. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.